The first edition here, right now in a long time here, the 2017 version, Lug Nutzz TV, courtesy of our good friends Seidner's Collision Centers, of course, Lucas Oil, Chase Banks. We got a whole bunch of people to welcome. Mark, this is going to be a good show. We're going to get right to it today. We got some stuff. We're late. We're really late today, and it's not because of you.
Not because of me, because I'm on time. Johnny on the spot.
I don't know about Johnny on the spot, but of course, you guys recognize the big man, Big Mark, NFL Insider. We're going to talk some National Football League, Major League Baseball, NASCAR, and we're going to talk about making dreams come true. Of course, you heard us talking about your amazing comeback all last year and early the part of this year. And now we're going to get right to it from Novato, California via Georgia. In fact, I believe it is, I'm going to let her tell us the city that they're from. I believe it's Ball Ground, Georgia. Hello there. And that's right. But we're talking making dreams come true. And also a guy that every time I speak to this guy, you know, or we text back and forth, because we're going to get to that and why he does not have some of the same abilities that he's had before, because he's battling Lyme disease, he's battling Lou Gehrig's disease, ALS. This guy is one of the toughest bitches that I've ever met, and his wife is, I'm going to say, a little bit tougher. On the phone with us from Novato, California right now, Stacy Long. It's good to have you for the first time on Lug Nutzz TV.
Oh, good to be here.
Well, this is a tough story. People talk about, you know, hey, you're behind, you know, the Atlanta Falcons big lead, losing the Super Bowl. Of course, this boy knows all about that. But the struggle, the challenge that your husband, Jeff Long, has been through is something that you can't really describe. I mean, it's tougher than the average sport for sure. Hello.
It really, I'm so sorry. I lost you there for a second.
That's okay.
I would just have to say he's the toughest cookie. I always say that. He's the toughest guy that I know. He just keeps going. You just can't keep him down.
Well, I don't think people can keep you down either, because I always say this. I work with children that have cancer, and when you work with somebody and when you live day by day by somebody, I mean, you guys got married in what year, Stacy?
2011.
You get married in 2011, and everything seems fine, and then at some point you guys realized that Jeff was faced with a couple challenges, and that put not just him, but you in a position where you're really in a battle for just your everyday survival.
Right. I mean, it's true. It actually kind of started out in 2012 when he started having issues, and it took a while to get a diagnosis. So he's really been through it, but, you know, we take it a day at a time, a second at a time sometimes.
Well, the reason we're not talking to Jeff right now, I know he's sitting by you listening in Novato, California, and you're up there for some treatment and for some people that I really appreciate that are taking care of you. But the reason that he's not speaking with us today on this show is because of... Oh, you there, Stacy?
I am. I'm sorry I lost you.
I'm sorry. No, I'm saying the reason that Jeff is not talking with us today is really because of what?
Well, actually, he has lost his voice. The Lou Gehrig's, the neurological Lyme disease, these things that he's battling has actually taken his voice from him.
And that in itself is something that a lot of people take for granted. I mean, this coming weekend on April 8th will be 19 years since a doctor told me I'd be gone in a month, and that's one of the reasons why we started this Your Amazing Comeback project. And Facebook is a lot of things to a lot of people, but the reason that I really admire Facebook in one respect is because I got to meet a guy like your husband.
Right.
And he's coming out now, and he's basically, instead of complaining, he's just got a list of things that he's got to get done. So he's not complaining and not saying, why me? He's just saying, hey, try me.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and he wants to help people. He really wants to help folks.
Big Mark.
Yeah, you don't, if you give into it, then it's over with. If you keep fighting and...
I'm sorry, Gordon, I lost you.
Are you there? Can you hear Big Mark now, Stacy?
Hello? Are you there?
Oh no, we lost Stacy. So that's the miracle, the beauty of television. All right, we love that live TV.
Live TV.
Well, all right, Stacy, you there now? We got a better connection.
I am. Yeah, sorry about that.
Can you hear me now?
You know what I think it is? I think Stacy, honestly, it was probably Kyle Busch was somewhere close to a cell tower. No.
No way.
And Jeff, I know, is laughing his ass off right now because.
So I know Jeff. If he knows this better than anybody, probably. If you give up, it's over. Game over. But if you have confidence and you're getting some good alternative treatments and
yes.
and that's the key. I think everybody can overcome anything today, given the right situation.
That's right. I think a lot of it is just in your mind.
Yeah.
Well, and you know what? The mind is a powerful thing, too. And trust me, Jeff and I have had conversations, and not all of them have been good, Stacy, as you know. There were a couple of times when, as I said, when the husband goes through it or your child goes through it, the whole family goes through your challenges. I'm going to just say this. I mean, there was a time when I love Jeff, but there was a time when he was getting cranky and frustrated, and as he should, like me. I was the worst patient in the history of mankind. Ask the nurses that probably have retired since I left the hospital. But you know what? There was a time when it was very stressful for you guys, and I got on his ass and said, listen, you better appreciate that lady because she's your best friend. She's there for you every second. And, you know, right now you're up against it, and you really need somebody like that. And it does get frustrating, doesn't it?
It really does. And, you know, I have to remind him sometimes. I have to threaten him, you know, with a punch in the throat and kind of brings it back in line. But, you know,
maybe his voice will come back.
And I want things to be better. True, that's a good idea.
No, I'm not suggesting that.
So you better go UFC on him right now. I know he's sitting there next to you going, damn, that Gordon talking this crap. But
yeah, I look forward to meeting Jeff someday.
And well, that someday will be this week because you're coming out here tomorrow. You're going to be in Southern California tomorrow night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We got lots of stuff going on. The Long Beach Grand Prix is here. But we also have, a plan, and this is coming to fruition, where Jeff's going to be racing a legend car. Because Jeff reached out to me and said, I like going to the schools, I like doing other things and being part of like the on-track stuff, but I want to compete in an actual race. I want to go, nose to nose, so to speak, and get next to somebody and run up front. So that's something pretty exciting. I mean, he's got a list of things he wants to get done, and I think when you have a purpose, you definitely have a place to be here, and that's one of the things I'm really grateful for, to be part of, seeing him, and then I'll talk about Mario in a minute, making this real.
I know. We're so thankful to you, Gordon. He's so excited.
Well, don't be thankful to me. Trust me, I'm thankful to be part of this because it makes me happy when I see people like your amazing comeback concept. To me, is simple. There's more of us that are faced with challenges than are sitting on the beach sipping expensive cognac and cigars like Frank Sinatra did in the old days. That dates me out, makes me old. But I'm going to say this. I really am proud of the fact that he's turned it all the way around. Every time I talk to him, yes, he has things he wants to do for himself, but he's actually talked to me about something he wants to do for you that we're not going to tell you about. We have a little plan for you as well to do something.
What?
Yes, we do. So you better get used to it. There's something fun coming your way. But he also talks to me about, he sends me these posts, sends me these links to people he wants to help. So even while Jeff is going through some of the worst times of his life, he's reaching out to try to help other people.
He really does.
Well, and that's something that, you have to look at it. You've been married 1 year, then all of a sudden your husband goes through these catastrophic challenges. How hard has it been for you and your family to just adjust to this and say, we're going to get on, Team Jeff, and we're going to work our ass off to make sure that he gets through this?
Well, he needs support now more than anything. And it's just, I just love him more now, if that's even possible, than I did before. And we want to do whatever we can for him to help him, whatever that takes, whatever treatment he needs, wherever we need to go is what needs to be done.
Well,
don't forget that, Jeff. She loves you more now than ever, and that's a good woman. A lot of women would just fold up like as Gordon would say, a cheap Walmart lawn chair.
Yeah, and I hate those damn lawn chairs. They pinch my ass.
Too, right?
Having a good woman behind you, you can do anything, I believe.
And we got about a minute before we're getting ready to go to break, so I just want to say this on the way out the door. I know you guys are sitting in Nevada, California, which is up in Northern California. You're getting treatment up there with some very good people. We're really happy, and we're going to tell an inspiring story. The story that's coming out of this, it's going to be the very first episode of what we've been talking about for a year, your amazing comeback. I can't wait to see your husband, Jeff Long, and Mario Bonfante, who is an absolute, just one of the most amazing folks we've ever met in the studio here. A former superbike racer that had a spinal cord injury that's inspiring people. When we tell that story, Stacy, I'm telling you, it's going to be the best.
I believe you.
And I'm so excited about it. When you put Jeff Long and Mario Bonfante together, good Lord, man, this is going to be great damn TV. And then I'm counting on you in there, maybe punching a lot of people in the throat.
Hey, you can count on me, Gordon. I got you.
Stacy Long, Jeff Long. We're gonna have some footage next week after what we shoot. We're gonna shoot some stuff this weekend. Coming up in the second segment, we're gonna talk the Raiders of all people. Speaking of punching in the throat, and Major League Baseball, and a whole different angle from the big man here, Big Mark, here at the World Center of Broadcast Media. We're broadcasting from our flagship station here in Hollywood, California. More Your Amazing Comeback, more Lug Nutzz TV next.